Hi guys, welcome to the pre-intro intro. I just wanted to say that this is a video I filmed at the beginning of September, but I didn't want to waste it, so you're getting it now. Yeah. So, if you're wondering why I say that I've only been in school for like 5 days, it's because I filmed this at the beginning of September. I've been in school a lot longer now, so I hope you enjoy this video. Bye! Bonjour, ça va? Je m'appelle Frankie, and I'm sorry if I just butchered the French language. Obviously, I am taking French in high school. Speaking of high school, we're going to be talking about going back to school today. Before I get started with the back to school tag, I just wanted to two things I wanted to say. I've decided to do like Tag Tuesday, which is something that I love because I love tag videos and I just think they're so much fun to do. I want to do a Tag Tuesday, so this is the first video in my Tag Tuesday series. Aside from tags, I will be trying to post videos every Sunday. And number two is the reason I've been gone for so, well, it feels longer, but it's only been like 2 weeks I think, is because I have been busy with like going back to school. I went back to school. I've only been to school like 4 days. Not a fan. Without further ado, let's get on with the tag. This video was created by Bangity Bangs and I saw it over on Hardback Hoarder's channel and I was like, I want to do this tag because I'm actually going back to school. Question number one is fresh new outfits. Book with the best dress characters. To be perfectly honest, I don't really pay attention to fashion in books. My first thought was Katniss in, you know, the Hunger Games series because of Cinna. Cinna has just this beautiful fashion sense and I love it. So I guess people in the capital, if you really think about it, are pretty well dressed and like they're weird looking but they're like well dressed. And number two is new lab partner, and this is pick a new sci-fi book. So for this one I am going with Under the Dome by Stephen King, and this is in no way a new sci-fi book. It actually came out in this year. I don't actually know, but it came out a long time ago. The Under the Dome was the first Stephen King book I have ever owned. So from what I understand, Under the Dome is about this town that gets trapped under a dome, and it's about survival and like how the dome came to be and all of this stuff. By the way, I'm sorry if you can hear noises in the background. My neighbors like to build things. And number three is favorite teacher. Pick a great bookish mentor. For this one, I am going with somebody from Harry Potter, and no, it is not Albus Dumbledore, it is Hagrid. Now before I get into why I didn't choose Dumbledore, I'm just gonna say Hagrid is the biggest lovable human giant person that has ever existed, and I love him, and he's like Harry's big brother. He's the one who brings him into the world, and and despite not always giving the best advice, he is always there for Harry, and I feel like that's sort of what a mentor is, not necessarily like teaching you things. It's kind of like, you know, being there and being someone that you can talk to. That is not Dumbledore. I have a confession to make, and I feel like I'm gonna rage the entire Harry Potter fandom, but I actually despise Dumbledore. I said it, I know, I hate him so much. He's so irritating. He's like, oh yeah, Harry, come talk to me, and he's like never there. He leads on this 11-year-old kid and says like, oh yeah, you have to fight this for me. I'm not the most powerful wizard ever. I'm gonna let an 11-year-old go do this without my help. I just think that's wrong, and I don't like him. I could make a whole video about why I don't like Dumbledore. And number four is new supplies. Your favorite new reading and writing materials. For this one, I am choosing two bookmarks, which I don't have with me at the moment, but I will insert a clip of me showing them off here. So we have a Alice in Wonderland brooch sort of paperclip bookmark, which I just think is really cool. And I got an Owl Crate when it was like the Alice in Wonderland month. I don't remember what month that was, but then I also have a bookmark that I've had for ages now, and it says, outside of a dog, a book is probably man's best friend. Inside of a dog, it's too dark to read. Groucho Marx. Yay, look at the pug, isn't he so cute? Oh, look at his little face. Number five is old friends. Name a book that you want to reread or your favorite literary friendship. For the book that I want to reread, I'm going to say Out of the Easy because it is a beautiful book and it was the book that brought me into historical fiction. It is about a girl who lives in the 1950s in New Orleans and sort of trying to get out of New Orleans and start her life and go beyond her mom, and her mom's a prostitute. That aside, she's trying to figure out her life and where she wants to go to college, and can she get into college, and, you know, just life as a teenager in the 1950s in New Orleans. And for my favorite literary friendship, I'm picking Hermione and Neville from the Harry Potter series, if you didn't know. The reason I love their friendship so much is because both Hermione and Neville, you don't immediately see their bravery. Like, you notice other things about them. For example, Hermione's smart and Neville's Neville. And you don't notice immediately that they're brave, and they kind of relate to each other in that way. And I just love that Hermione's always helping out Neville and Neville's always talking to Hermione, and their friendship is so sweet and I love it, so yay. Number 6 is Ready for Sweater Weather. Pick a book that features cold weather. My first thought was, oh yeah, Game of Thrones, but you know, they've been saying winter's coming for like 80 freaking years, and you know, winter still doesn't come. Now forgive me if winter has come, I'm behind, so from where I'm standing at this present time, winter has not come. And yes, I know it's snowy in the north, but whatever. My actual answer is Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which I think is actually the second book in the series, not the first. I never read the first book, but it's the first book with like the 4 siblings and all of that. But they have like the White Witch. I was about to call her the Ice Queen. I'm like, no, that's Elsa. You know, she's made it forever winter and nobody gets presents anymore because there's no Santa Claus or something like that. It's been a long time since I read that series. Number 7 is Open House. Name a book that made a memorable first impression, whether it's good or bad. And for this one, I'm picking Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi, because I hated that book so much. I DNF'd it because I couldn't. I hated Juliet. I hated everything about that book. It was so annoying. Juliet was like so indecisive. I couldn't figure out what the hell was happening. It was like, I am weak, and then it was crossed out. It's like, I am strong. And I'm like, make up your damn mind, girl. What? And then I hated everyone in the book. I hated it. I will never read it again, and I will never continue on with the series. Actually, that's not true. I kind of want to reread it just because I feel like I didn't give it enough of a chance because I didn't finish it. And I hate DNFing books. Like I hate like officially DNFing books because it just makes me feel like I didn't give the book a proper chance. But it was so frustrating. And number 8, too early for this. A book you would get out of bed for. I would say like Tower of Dawn or whatever the new Sarah J Maas book is. That came out 4 or 5 days ago, but let's be real, I probably won't read it until like the next book comes out in like, I don't know when it's coming out, spring or something. Think of like an actual new release that I'm really waiting for right now. Number 9, the textbook cost how much? A book that you spent too much money on. It's no secret that you either love The Cursed Child or you hate it. I'm pretty sure most people hate it. I have yet to meet somebody who actually liked Cursed Child, so I'm gonna go with Cursed Child because it was like $30 and I was 13 or 14 when I bought it, and $30 is not something a normal 13 or 14-year-old has unless you have a bunch of bar mitzvah money or Catholic stuff or Christian stuff, or you just have rich parents or whatever. Point is, I hated that book with a fiery passion and I wish I didn't own it, but I am too stingy to give it away. And our final question is number 10, the best school in literature that you want to attend. And I'm not going with Hogwarts. We all know that I go to Hogwarts. Like this is I've used magic to, you know, make the background the same, but you know, I'm actually at Hogwarts right now. If I wasn't attending Hogwarts, I would say the School for Good and Evil, and that is from the School for Good and Evil trilogy. Essentially what the series is about is 2 best friends, and they live in this village, and every year 2 kids are taken to go to the School for Good and Evil. And at the School for Good and Evil, you find out whether your true inner personality is good or evil. And everybody thought that Agatha was going to go to be the evil school and that Sophie was going to be in the good school, but it turned out to be the other way around, and chaos ensues. And I just love that the author explored the good versus evil in like such an interesting way in such a early for middle grade readers, and I decided that I would want to go to the School for Good and Evil. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my first official Tag Tuesday video. I'm going to be posting videos every Tuesday and Sunday, and please remember to like and subscribe to my channel and just talk about whatever you want in the comments. I don't know. Yeah, so see you guys next time. Bye!